Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a Season 2 video, and in today's video we're going over everything coming into Season 2, the possible delay of Season 2 by a little bit, we'll talk about that in a second, and all the content coming into Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 2. The background gameplay is the map which I spent 5 days working on, hence why I haven't really been uploading really. I've been spending a lot of time on this map, Mob Arena, for the second channel. For those that have seen it, it's early access map if you want to play it. The code is on screen. What it is basically a map where you can spawn as many monsters and mobs, henchmen, animals as you want, create your own battle scenarios, either in a private match or go online as well, and create battle scenarios with other people in a public game. You can queue into the map. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. I spent a lot of time on this. It took a long time to figure out all the mechanics, and it's just crazy. So I'll leave that running throughout the background gameplay. Go and give it a go, guys. You get a free moment for the actual map itself. And also for anyone that is a fan of 50 Fashion, we built the fashion show back in August. We are hosting an event on it this weekend. It is the Drip event. So if you want to play that, make sure you tune in. If you've not played 50 Fashion for like the last maybe month or so, give it a go on the Drip event. Get your best combos out, head into 50 Fashion for the Drip event, see if you can get a few wins. We are also going to be trialing double XP as well this weekend, and double score, so we'll be trialing that on 50 Fashion as well, see how that works. I'm not too sure how it will work, but we're going to be trying it, see how it all goes down. So go and give it a go, guys. 50 Fashion will be up and running for this event as well, which is going to be super awesome. The Drip event with the theme is 24/7 Drip. Now, with that all out of the way, with all the creative announcements, I want to kind of dive into some of the details on Season 2, because this is where the release date actually comes over from creative, kind of a coincidence, right? So originally the battle pass was meant to end on 19th of March, which would be that like Sunday release, probably one that a lot of people were hoping for, and a decent release. And to be honest, that Saturday Sunday release could be a possibility. Chapter 3 Season 1 did release on the Sunday, but I think it was meant to release on the Tuesday. Because of the leak of the trailer, they just released it on the Sunday because there was a leak and they just wanted to get it out there so people weren't really watching the leak forever, and kind of just, you know, leaks aren't good really for seasons, especially a chapter, and it did happen for Chapter 3 with the trailer leak, so I'm guessing that's why they released it on the Sunday. But this here, I predict it'll be delayed until the 22nd, and the reason I'm saying that is because inside of the creative callout, this is something that not many people will know, because if you don't really follow the creative content and you're not really a builder in the community, you probably won't know this, but the deadline for one of their submission portals that's coming up was originally the 18th/19th of March, but now it's been moved to the 22nd of March at 4 a.m. UTC, which kind of seems weird. 4 a.m. UTC is usually the time an update goes live, if I'm not mistaken, maybe. And 22nd of March seems a realistic date. So either they're putting a deadline into Chapter 3 Season 2, or they're literally just going to be like, you know, deadlines here at the end, this is the date of the end of the season, which is why I think it might be delayed a little bit, and that's why I believe it is still going to be the 22nd of March and not the 19th. It does say on the battle pass it is the 19th though, so if we expect that as the date, it is kind of weird that they don't actually put the official date in. You get a little bit confused, a lot of confusion is caused. But put it this way, Season 2 will be released between the 19th and the 22nd at some point, and I'll be putting a lot of content on the channel. So that being said, what is coming in Season 2? So Season 2 has a lot of content, and these are only leaks and rumors. Anything could change. As always, leakers aren't 100% accurate. You guys should know that by now. Never believe a leaker. Anyway, here we are. So this is what is speculated, but still not 100% confirmed. These are the possibilities of what we could expect and what would be really cool in Season 2. So tanks apparently could be a possibility. The Cactus Cave could also be developed a little bit, which would make sense, that one, because of the POI. Tactical Sprint is apparently going to be a new mechanic. This one has also been rumored in the files. The double Desert Eagle would be absolutely insane. So the double Deagle, that would be super awesome. I think a lot of people would love that. That would be really overpowered and a really cool use of item. Jetpacks chest. I'm assuming this is probably jetpacks and chest, but more of like a boosting mechanic, which would kind of be like I guess if you've played Halo 5 or any of like the Call of Duties that weren't very good in my opinion, bit of a controversy topic, but when Call of Duty started doing like the older jumpy stuff, if you've ever played any of them games with like boosts and stuff, maybe that's what it's going to be. Maybe that's what jetpack chests could be, like a little boost on your feet you can pick up, which I think would be okay if you can pick it up, as long as it's not permanently in the game. that would ruin the dynamic mechanics of the game for sure. If everyone had like exo boots on and stuff, that'd be crazy. A clamber mechanic, which will allow you to jump over obstacles, which would be really awesome as well. A tactical overshield, which would be similar to Halo as well. We talked about this possibly being a mythic in a previous video, so I generally think a tactical overshield would be cool, giving you up to 250 shield. A Zeppelin, which would be a blimp. You can see a little screenshot here of the concept of one of the blimps which we could expect. This is actually from Enderbite, from his recent map. I thought I'd just take a screenshot from it. It's really awesome. Enderbite's shark map I really do like, and this is a shark blimp, and I can imagine something like this in the game with like shark themed blimp. Honestly, it actually would make sense in the sky. People are also rumoring that IO could have a blimp, but I'm guessing if there was one blimp, there's no reason why there couldn't be two. So imagine a shark themed one, like the actual shark POI with all the guff themes and everything. It'd be pretty awesome. Back on gameplay, you can just see here me creating a battle between chickens and henchmen. Just thought it would be funny to put in. Also, vehicle mods, armor, and a turret is also expected for that release as well in Season 2. That would be pretty awesome. I'm not too sure how the vehicle mods would 100% work. In my opinion, I would expect the vehicle mods would allow us to put like turrets just straight on a vehicle. There wouldn't be any kind of like custom stuff or anything like that. That would be awesome though. And speaking of like custom stuff and that, I do think that like a perk based system, or even just kind of like an exo system for casual games for one season would be okay. When I mean like a perk based system, they did it with Chapter 2 Season 2. I always get confused when I say chapters. There's been so many chapters now. But anyway, Season 2, in Chapter 2, they had like the perk stuff where you could use for the actual agent mode. I've forgotten what it was called, but it was like a special agent mode, and you could buy like perks for your weapons, and there was a lot of unique mechanics in that mode, which was so awesome. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Don't forget, guys, if you get a moment and you're in the map, press the purple button to support me as a creator. That's code post in the item shop if you want to. Hashtag Epic Games Partner. You can just press that button there in the background gameplay. But like I was saying, you know, it's quite interesting to see perks and stuff, and I generally do think that perks would come in really handy with a casual scene, and even competitively, I think they could just disable the perks for that in the competitive mode. That is the problem. Competitive and casual really does create a huge division, and it still does to this day, and I really dislike it. I think it really does kind of limit the casual limits of Fortnite, of how fun and OP it could be. And I think increasing the fun of the actual BR is something quite important, especially recently. I personally have not found it as fun as previous seasons, especially towards the end. It loses its funness from where it is at the start. I think that just happens in general every season, but I feel like there could have been more in the season mechanically, which give us more unique stuff and more goofy stuff. Goofy stuff's what I like personally, and with competitive, that allows us not to kind of do the goofy stuff. So please, hopefully. We also expect this season to include a brand new reworked thermal AR, which would be super awesome, as well as including possibly the return of the shockwave bow to replace the movement items that we have this season, like Spider-Man's Mythic, that will be getting removed next season. So obviously replacing that would be neat, as well as Wolverine's blades, which would kind of be cool as well, but a reworked version and not Wolverine's blades. So it won't actually be Wolverine, it'll be a reworked version. Also legendary and shield and epic shield aura and squad burst heal aura. So these are going to be two auras which you can expect to kind of like heal each of your team. This is going to be a backpack item, and it'll heal 50 shield for you and your squad, and it recharges infinitely, which would be pretty cool. Same with the also heal one, which heals 75 HP for the squad and also has an infinite recharge every 3 minutes on these. So these are like kind of giving me perk vibes. So I spent a while, I paused the video a few minutes ago looking for this, but I can't find it. But if anyone knows what the perks were called in Chapter 2 Season 2, the perk system that we had for the agent mode, I want to find some gameplay or some screenshots of it. I couldn't find it, I couldn't remember the name of it. I looked for a while, about 5 minutes actually searching for the name, but I couldn't find it. But basically what I'm trying to say here is I do personally think that we might actually see a perk style system in this season for an exclusive mode. I don't think we'll see it for like a actual casual mode, sadly, which I wish we would, but like I said before, casuals and pros is a huge split in the Fortnite community, and I wish it wasn't there, or at least kind of bridged differently. It's two separate games rather than all one, but I guess they kind of keep it all one. But goofy stuff's cool, but I do think perks would be nice, and I think maybe an LTM or something, or like a secret mode for it, similar to like imposters or something like that, or maybe not. Maybe because of Discover, I actually do think that LTMs and stuff is dead, as in like, not dead as in like it would would be dead if they brought them out, but I do generally think with Discover and stuff, I think LTMs have been written off. So, you know, like Food Fight LTM and stuff like that, all the really unique ones, 50v50, these things ain't coming back anytime soon. They're very rare, we don't have them as often, and I feel that's why Fortnite itself is swaying to more creative. That's why in the background gameplays you don't really see me playing BR, because when I played BR in the old seasons, I would mainly play the unique modes. I love Chapter 2 Season 2. It had so many different unique modes, from like escorting the payload, from the agent elimination one. There was even like another one where you had to capture zones. There was a bunch in that season, a lot of different LTMs. I can't remember all the names, where your perk system would work in. Your perk system was part of that, and it was super cool, and it was like very unique. But this season, or any seasons, but since Discover dropped last season, I generally have seen an epic decline in LTM releases, which is good and bad. I don't know. I love creative. You guys know that since Discover dropped, I've ramped up my creative stuff a lot. I've really enjoyed you guys discovering and playing my maps and stuff. But generally, as a sense for BR, you can see the move away from it. And I feel like that's a good thing. It is good that Fortnite is advancing, but Discover is very messy at the minute. A lot of the experiences in there aren't up to standards. Some of them are very poor and very quickly made just to get a lot of players. They aren't really should be in there. We've seen that a few times with a few different Discover and stuff, and Discover is what it says, it's discovery, so you are meant to discover stuff, but some of the stuff being discovered shouldn't be being discovered, like copyrighted content and stuff, and it still goes on to this day. So it is interesting to see where Fortnite is going with this, but you can, like, you tell me guys, how many different LTMs has there been this season? I remember Solid Gold coming back, Close Combat, and that's about it. I can't think of any others. Can you? I can't at the top of my head. But that's going to be it for today's video. Season 2 is just around the corner, guys. Get your hype up. Go and check out Mob Arena on screen right now. The code is on screen. And for those that are fans of 50 Fashion, we've got the Drip event happening this weekend. Make sure you tune in. We're going to be trying double XP and double score on there, so you guys can rank up a little bit faster. Don't know how it's going to work. We're going to try it out, see what happens, and hopefully you guys can enjoy it as much as I enjoy it, and give it a go, guys. I think you guys will love it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and once again, this is postboxpat signing out.